Hey guys, welcome back to Clash with Bardo. I hope everyone's doing well. Tonight I'm going to be going over our war win 186. Pretty interesting war for us. It was a good win in the end, but it was one of those wars in the middle where you sort of go, shit, we might actually lose this. So 67-60 versus ESH. I did see where they were, but I have forgotten, honestly. South Korea. So it was good to, we've had a few wars without modding now, that's nice. They did miss a few stars in the end, which obviously cost them. Going as low as Pirate, they missed stars there. So very good for us because we did fail to hit one on their number two. Two stars on their number two. And we just had the 3-star from the Town Hall 10s, and that was Hoff. We did get a 89 on their number 7. A 97 on their number 3, I'll replay that, and a 72. So it was overall a good war. The Town Hall 9s banded together at the end, and as you can see, lots of stars at the last section where they were struggling to get our bases. So yeah, good war. One of those ones, like I said, where you sort of think in the middle, oh shit, we're in trouble, but we banded together. So good resilience from my guys. Always proud as a leader to be able to have a group of people that can win wars like that. Let's have a look. We'll start with number 3, the first hit. This wasn't the first hit. It was a re-hit. Dave actually hit it for around 75%, I think it was, on a first hit, and did a queen walk with a Lavalunian finish. But I've taken it and turned it into a GoWiWi second part. Unfortunately, I'll point out the mistakes that should have got me over the line. It was one big one, and it was, yeah, just one of those things. I had a 99% last week, I had a 97% this week, so at least I know I'm in the range, but of course it's much nicer when you get those 3 stars. So you see straight away I'm just taking my time with the queen walk. I want to get to that Eagle Artillery. I used 2 archers on that right hand side mine down the bottom. I should have only used 1. I should have used 1 over on that elixir. There was no rush. I guess it was just me using my troops. I did also use down the bottom here 1 minion. You'll see him pew-pewing away. Excuse me, I've got a bit of hay fever. So I've held my ability. What was good, I watched Dave's raid on this base a shitload, but unfortunately mine's gone slightly different. Excuse me. And again. So unfortunately mine's gone slightly different, and it's cost me one of my healers, so that's changed the outcome of the raid a bit as to what I would have thought. Probably a little bit late on that first wizard. Now you see I've gone a good 1.5 minutes and I haven't got the eagle yet. So that rage comes out. That's going to help me save that second. I couldn't definitely lose 2, but that eagle was just about dead, of course. So let's start my ground. I knew I needed to get into that. I knew that 2-minute precipice is where I sort of find, sorry, playing funny buggers. So a good healthy side, and there was only one possible giant bomb, and it was a giant bomb in the end on the inside of the base. That's why I've gone with witches, and it didn't cost me much. I had my ability ready, but I chose to ride that out. You see the Warden's Tome there now. That's just to try and get me into that Inferno. My queen took a second rage. She will die in the end. This is the big one. This is the mistake which has cost me. I do know that I wanted that to get me to the other cell, but I've just gone too close and my units won't bridge. I've still got 4 wizard left in the bag. I will use those shortly, but that was the big one right there. So because there's no giant bombs or anything inside this base, all the barbarians are still alive from King's ability. Out come the wizards down the bottom to pick up on those storages. I could have used goblins. I didn't really consider them. Goblins, of course, have a higher rate of DPS than wizards when they're hitting collectors, storages, anything that holds. And as you see, I've got stuck on that wall. So really close. Heartbreaker at the end. Obviously had it bar time. And this is why I love these planning. I love wars for reasons like this. It was a really good fun attack. Now I'm going to show Shine's attack on number 5. One of our guys had some trouble with this base, and I don't think it deserved that much trouble. Now I will say I haven't actually watched this attack, so I'll have a little bit of a look along with you guys. But Town Hall 9 defences for all the point defences. Oh no, sorry, that's first level of Town Hall 12s, I think, for the Archer Towers. But still low cannons, low wizard towers. Hasn't really maxed out defences. So, like I said to Shine when he re-hit it, I thought he would push it quite high percentage 2 and go for a possible 3-star. So Shine's gone in with a GoWiPe, which I haven't seen him use in a while. 4 jumps, 1 rage, and a couple of poisons. Yeah, the problem when you're using 4 jumps is that's a huge investment. And when you've got the Peckers though, they're smashing things pretty quick and easy. He has actually finished his king today. He was pretty happy about that. So the 4th jump to get him into the middle. It's good hurting on the middle there, and he's put his queen with one of the Peckers to go in the middle. Lost a few wizards there, which is unfortunate. But that queen is what's going to do the damage. He's kept the queen away from the hound, so now obviously the hound's going to die and the queen will have to do pups, but that allows her to do maximum damage and help get into that base and get that core. You see, it's very, very easy 2-star. 72% I think it was, so yeah, it was a little bit off a 3. Still quite a few defences left at the end there. Definitely at the point of the war where we didn't have a lot of room with our attacks, and it just makes those raids that little bit more, I guess stressful, but you need to be on the ball and get those raids and succeed so we don't lose. We're a pretty competitive bunch, and when we make mistakes, I mean, I could go off my face sometimes at myself. I've calmed down against other people, which is always a laugh for those of the guys that have been here for quite a while. Did used to lose my temper a little bit too much. So that's it now. It's just his archer pew-pewing away. So good raid, Shine. What was it, 75 in the end. Alright, next I want to have a look at Hoff's big hit on number 8, and it was kind of a bit of a spam raid, I guess you'd say, but funny. And as you can see, lower level defences. I did hit this with the clan mascot and failed dismally. It was a high percentage 2, but to me that's a fail. I really should have got it, but Hoff's gone in with a GoWiWi, just a single point entry I think it was. I did see part way into it. So poisoning out the dragon there. Those wall breakers wouldn't have made it through, so it was a bit, I guess, bad timing to send them in when that when the balloons were still there. Didn't lose too much to that. We did know that there was obviously giant bombs on each one of those outer cells. Good jump into the middle. He should pop his king shortly, I'd say. Oh no, it must have been popped. Then rage for the core, which is nice. That did get one of the golems. This bit here where he's chosen to jump right up the top there was interesting because he had a fairly good health golem down the bottom and not a lot of support up top. So I thought that it was a bit risky leaving his queen so alone by herself, whereas if he had have jumped down the bottom he would have pushed that queen down there as well. So he'll go ahead and pop his ability. That was really well timed, well held on to. Now all those golemites will run down the bottom. We'll just go up in speed. Lost a witch there, lost a couple of archers, and that's where I sort of thought, oh shit, he's in trouble. His queen doesn't have an ability, of course. It was nice that cannon was almost gone. Those witches. And then you see that, and there wasn't a lot of time left. So good raid, Hoff. You ugly fucker. Just like Hoff, if you've ever seen a photo of him, his raid, he likes to make them as ugly as possible. Let's have a look now, number 13. This was an attack I did with Bando 82. Got him with a queen walk and a shattered GoHog, and as you see there, one barb, pulled the double giant bomb, pulled the clan castle. An absolute silly idea. I think they had 2 of the bases with murder holes with giant bombs. It just dumbfounds me why people do that. I did actually stuff up. I was going to double poison the dragon in situ, but did forget. So I've gone with a single poison and just start me walk. Now I've mixed around with spells lately, and I've been taking 2 rage. If I think the queen's possibly going to be taking a fair bit of damage, and otherwise it just backs up elsewhere in the raid. Now you see with this base, if you wanted to walk this base, those other air defences would give you grief, or that one there would give you grief. Then you have a look at the position of the blowers. But because he's got this wall offset right there, that means that queen is going to hit that air defence and it's going to make the rest of the raid go right. So I'll start the golem side of things, a couple of hogs early. Unfortunately, I didn't really factor in that Tesla because I didn't think the 2 hogs actually killed that archer tower. So that was a bit of a oversight, but the wizards come through. You see the queen needed a rage down there to get going. Old Jimmy Bob's pop his rage. In the middle there, almost, that's a near full golem there, Clan Castle golem. That's just going to be soaking up, just the one heal. Those golems up, those hogs up top are taking a fair bit of fire. So that's where I thought I would use it. So lots of hogs left. I don't know that it was really needed, that rage, but it's certainly better than possibly wiping the raid. Just bust it out, get it used, get it done. A pretty simple raid. I think that was the first hit. Next, I was going to show number 17, and this was Beck's hit on the base. Now she's gone in with a stoned GoHog, and she does make the channel every now and again. She does a variety of raids. Actually has 2 accounts, so I don't know too many chicks that play the game. It's a bit of a sausage fest at times in Aussie Addicts, so it's nice to get a few women in there, and especially ones that have got multiple accounts. So yeah, Her partner's also in there. And he's been in YouTube before as well. So she's gone with a simple draw, double poison for the dragon kill. And I think the golems are up top. So just started with the wizards to herd, which is good. That's intelligent. Just going to have to pause, I'm sorry. Proper addict, I've got everything farming at the moment. Well, not everything, just one account. So a good split with the golems there. I do love Stone GoHog for the lower type heroes. And that jump, with those wall breakers, that jump getting in there, she's got 60 to 70% of that base. She can just start peppering out hogs and it will smash it. It's probably a touch late with the hogs there, I'd say. Those wizard towers were centered on those tanks before they went past. But now they'll catch up. And they're just taking no fire at the moment. She's not healing, not wasting her time. But as you see there, one cannon had started firing, loses a few to springs. Queen's still got her ability. Probably could have started the clean-up troops. Always keep in mind, the earlier you get your clean-up troops going, the better for those long-winded raids. And a swag heal. No need to use it. Top up the old Queensy, get her up to max health, why not? And that's it. Well done, Beck. And I'm going to show one more. It's going to be Dennis's hit on number 18. Dennis now runs 3 accounts. He's got a couple of lowers as well. And, you know, one of the guys that bangs out all his attacks nice and early and helps us slightly higher range plan our attacks much earlier. It's just one of those things that help clans, the dynamics where you get your lower guys to attack first. But he's now started to get into mid-range heroes, 15-15. So he goes with the silly murder hole, double giant bomb. Didn't see the second one, so he popped out a second barb, and Bob's your auntie, popped it, and away he goes. So dragons are gone, one set of doubles is gone. Starts down the bottom now. Could be a little bit problematic sometimes being that close to the queen. See how much damage she'll get into that golem before anything even turns to her. He's got his king down nice and early, so it's good. Queen's in a good position as to where he has done the herding. So she'll go in the middle. Jimmy Bob turns around. Good start with the hogs there. I like that. That was just going to get that one building. That's going to allow his other wizards to keep clearing trash. Help him for speed. He's got 3 heals all up, so pops one down. Hopefully going to get a giant bomb split if there's one. Good healthy amount of hogs up top there. That's to go with that second heal. Oh, yeah, sorry. He's popped the other double giant bomb as he's run inside by that clan castle. So, yeah. It's all over. So, good raid, Dennis. Where are we? There's a shattered GoHog. So yeah, overall 7-star win to Aussie Addicts. Thanks for the war, ESH. Nice to see a team that doesn't mod. So it'll be an interesting war that we're in at the moment. We've got Town Hall 6s, and like someone pointed out, you see an Asian clan with Town Hall 6s. We've all been there before. But other than that, as always, hope you guys have had a bit of a laugh and clash on.